What's up, and welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you guys have not went over to MrEazyS10.com, like the wheels say, MrEazyS10.com, and go snag you some merch. I don't have this in a hoodie, but I have the new design in a hoodie and t-shirts. So if you guys have not went to the website, picked up a t-shirt, go do that right now. But we got the S10 back. I dropped it off at Andre's, which is Fabrication Performance. And he does a lot of my fab work because literally he's probably one of the best in the area. And he knows how to do it and do it right. So I took the truck to him because I got the new core support and I needed some tabs welded onto it because it's chromoly for the hood pins. And I needed the boost tube to connect from the intake to the turbo, which he has done. So I already put my rubber hood stops on it, but he put these tabs on it for the hood pins, and he got the boost tube all complete. He did use the old one from right here to the here, and then all this is brand new. And the old one kind of would come out like this into here. But this one with this bar right here and then the tab for the headlights right here, he had to pie cut it all the way around. And he ended up getting it all finished. And I'm telling you, this thing looks so freaking good. So with this all out and finished, all I really need to do to have the truck complete, well, the truck could use a new set of rear tires, but I need to drill a hole into the turbo and tap it for an 1/8 inch NPT for a source for the boost controller and paint the core support, which Mason's probably going to come over maybe this coming weekend and paint that all up. And then the boost tube, half of it's polished and half of it's not, so I went and actually grabbed down my polisher, and I will get this thing off and I am going to polish it. So this is what it looks like as of right now. As you can see, something he did a little sanding here to kind of mark where that showed on the hood, so he had reference on where to clock it and everything like that. But when it's all said and done, Andre's welds should look like this. So I'm going to unbolt this real quick, and I'm going to change wheels on this, and I'm going to lather that guy up, and we are going to start buffing and polishing on this thing. First steps. It's getting shiny, slowly but surely. This is just the first step of 3, so yeah. Then you get the finer abrasions out, and then they start looking really good. I gotta clean this thing up good. So this is it. After the first stage, I'm going to switch wheels again. I'm going to lather this thing up, and I'm going to keep going. So hopefully this thing is super shiny when it's all said and done. Well, I'm a complete mess. I'm dirty. My hands are different colors. But I tell you what, this pipe come out amazing. Making Andre's welds look like $1,000,000 right there. Just freaking sexy. So yep, we got that all done. So next thing I gotta do is I gotta take the whole front end apart again, because the core support is going to get painted. While I have that out, I'm gonna take the turbo housing off, and then I'm gonna drill and tap that as well. And then I got to take the injectors out and take the whole exhaust off as well, because I have to retorque the heads as well. So yeah, I got a lot of things to do, a couple weeks to do it, but they will get done sooner than later. It's like we take 1 step forward and take 7 steps back. Yeah. I got the front end torn back off of this thing. I got the turbo housing torn back off. Yeah, what the hell am I doing? That's right, like I told you guys before, I have the turbo housing off because I have to drill a hole into the housing right there and tap it 1/8 inch MPT for the source for the boost controller. While I got that off, this is just metal, so I'm going to paint this black to match the rest of the frame of the truck and the inside of the fenders. So that's going to be painted all black. And then, while it's all easy accessible, I'm going to take that valve cover off, that valve cover off, that fuel rail off, that fuel rail off. I'm going to retorque the heads, clean the injectors, and yeah, that's what we're going to get going. And hopefully by this weekend, all this stuff is all tidied up, ready to go. And besides just getting a pair of tires for the rear, this thing will be ready to roll. So I want to get that done. Oh, I forgot. I still have to do suspension settings. So I messaged the guys at Calvert, and they sent me some settings to start with. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. And hopefully that it starts working like that. So yeah, I always do this stuff going backwards, but to go forward, you have to go backwards, I guess, a little bit. You know, like to get out of your driveway, you got to reverse. So yeah, that's where we're at, and we'll get going. We are back in the garage. I know this video is taking me a couple days, you guys a couple minutes, but yeah, I got the whole front end torn apart. I ended up getting my core support all painted up. This thing's glossy and flossy, looking good. I also did go to Jeremy's shop, Canas Automotive and Performance, yesterday. He did an oil change in the black truck. And while I was there, I had him drill and tap my air line for my source for my boost controller. So I can just tuck it up under here and plug it in there, and that will be all set to go like that. But before I button all that up, I actually got to take the turbo back off the truck because, like I told you guys, I got to torque the heads back down, clean the injectors, and all of that fun stuff. And torquing the heads on this thing suck because I literally have to take my manifolds off because these hooker manifolds are so tight to the block that I can't get into the bolts on the outside of the head to torque them down. So literally I gotta pull it all apart. It is what it is, and I'll get tearing it apart. And just like clockwork, I was getting ready to take my turbo off. Literally, I'm like a bolt and a half from having the turbo completely off the truck. My turbo guard from Turbo Guard showed up. So they actually went through and custom made me one of my turbo guards. Well, I only need one, so they custom made it. I did cut the box open already, kind of peeked at it, but I think you guys are gonna like this. So this is for the guys at Turbo Guard. If you need some turbo guards, this is the place to do it. Well, right here, I don't know if you guys are ready for this. Boom! She is bright, bright orange. Look at that. Made in the USA. The best part about this is the custom clamp. Look at that. And of course they spelt it wrong. It is what it is. But yep, that's what it is. Making more progress on this thing. I got this side already done. I'm already putting it back together. I got it all retorqued down to specs. And yeah, I got the rockers in right now. I got to torque those rockers. And then I'm going to put my manifold back on. And then go to the other side, which is always the fun side because I got that thing in the way. But it's not terrible. But yeah. I'll now put it all back together, and hopefully by the end of this video it will be ready to go, besides the injectors. I do gotta clean those. I got it all said and done. So both heads retorqued, ready to go. Core support's painted, and turbo now is ready to go on. I think I'm gonna call it a day. I gotta work early in the evening, I guess. 11:30 at night, I gotta go to work. So I did talk to Turbo Guard. They are actually right now making me a new clamp and going to send me my new clamp because it was misspelled. It was an S instead of a Z in Mr. Eazy. So they're making me a new clamp, sending me a new clamp. So the turbo will look fresh with that brand new Turbo Guard on that. It's a simple mistake. They probably typed it in correctly, but they're probably corrected it. So it's a simple mistake. They just didn't catch it before they sent it out. Easy as that. They had no problem. They said they're gonna fix it and send it out. And yeah, so probably in the next video, this thing will be all put back together. So I thank you guys for watching. I know it's a little bit boring polishing the turbo up and all that stuff like that, but I really appreciate you guys watching, staying tuned. If you guys have not went to MrEazyS10.com and got you a new t-shirt, then you guys need to do so now. I'm shipping those out as soon as the orders come in. I have limited hoodies left, so if you want a new design of the hoodies, better hit the website as soon as possible to go get the hoodie because I am almost out of them. So if you want one, then you better go click now, go get a shirt, hoodie, and I'll be sending those out as soon as the orders come in. But I thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.
Okay, so we got the suspension adjusted, We got the front clip back on, turbo back on, everything's tight. Cleaning it up. It's pretty much ready to go. We got to take out the injectors, get those cleaned before we make a pass. So we're trying to make, when is it? April 27th or 28th?
28th.
The 28th?
Sunday.
The 28th at Thunder Valley, they have an annual tech inspection that we have to make this to. So I think we're looking pretty good for timing. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we'll make it.
So
I think we're good. Literally, we just injector clean away from being done. So.
yeah. Other than that, yeah, she's good to go.
Could use a wet sand and a buff, but not bad for a paint roller.
It honestly turned out so great. For a couple of guys and a roller, I don't think we could have done much better, really. Yeah. We gotta put the grill inserts back in.
What grill inserts?
Oh.
There ain't no grill inserts.
Oh, there's not? Well, why not? I mean, look at that. Look how clean
Run
that
inside and
looks.
go ask her mom.
Sheesh.
Just open the door and yell Brooke.
I did that. Don't tell him. We'll see when he notices.